The world is still in disbelief after reports emerged that Ben Shephard, beloved television presenter, philanthropic ambassador, and one of the most respected figures in British media, was unexpectedly detained during what was meant to be a quiet, heartfelt Thanksgiving dinner. And now, in the aftermath of the confusion, Annie Shepherd has finally spoken, revealing details far more emotional, nuanced, and human than the headlines ever captured. This was not supposed to be a dramatic night. It was meant to be a warm, private moment for the Shepherds, a simple holiday meal shared with a few close friends, a pause from busy schedules, public obligations, and the demands of constantly being in the spotlight. But within minutes, their peaceful celebration transformed into an unforgettable evening filled with tension, miscommunication, and flashing blue lights at their doorstep. According to those close to the family, the evening began beautifully. Annie had prepared a meaningful, intimate gathering centered around gratitude and reflection. Friends described the atmosphere as serene, with soft music, candlelight, and a genuine sense of togetherness, something the couple cherished deeply. But as Annie later acknowledged, beneath that calm surface, something had already been building. A quiet heaviness Ben had been carrying, but refusing to discuss. She revealed that Ben had been under immense pressure in the weeks leading up to the holiday. Work responsibilities, personal commitments, and a non-stop pace had worn him down. She noticed subtle changes, restlessness, shorter patience, and moments of quiet worry he tried to hide. Though Annie encouraged him to slow down, Ben brushed it off with his usual smile. What none of them knew was that the emotional weight he'd been carrying was about to break open. As the evening progressed, conversations around the table reportedly shifted from lighthearted stories to deeper discussions about the responsibilities and pressures of public life. And it was during one of these conversations that Ben unexpectedly became overwhelmed. Witnesses described him raising his voice slightly, knocking over a glass in frustration, a rare moment from someone typically composed and gentle. The sound startled nearby neighbors who, unaware of the context, heard raised voices and the crash of the glass. Concerned, someone called authorities, believing they were doing the right thing. Within minutes, police arrived at the Shepherd home. Officers found Ben visibly distressed, pacing, trying to collect himself, and struggling to articulate what he was feeling. Annie later explained that he wasn't angry, just exhausted, overwhelmed, and emotionally stretched too thin. But in that moment, the officers, following protocol and lacking the full picture, attempted to calm the situation. Ben, still shaken, reacted defensively, leading to a brief miscommunication. As a precaution, not as a criminal act, officers made the decision to detain him temporarily and remove him from the high-stress environment. Cameras captured the aftermath, creating a scene far more dramatic than the truth. In her statement, Annie said watching Ben being handcuffed and led outside was one of the most heartbreaking moments of her life. She emphasized that he had not harmed anyone, nor acted with intent to cause trouble. He was simply overwhelmed, a deeply human moment magnified under a very public lens. Annie spoke with remarkable grace, expressing compassion for her husband and understanding toward the officers who followed protocol. She urged the public to remember that even public figures, no matter how polished, face emotional burdens and private battles. Their Thanksgiving took an unexpected turn, but in the aftermath, something powerful emerged: renewal, understanding, and a renewed sense of connection between them. This may be remembered as the night Ben Shephard was briefly detained, but as Annie beautifully expressed, it was also a reminder of humanity, vulnerability, and the quiet struggles carried even by the strongest among us. If you appreciated this heartfelt breakdown and want more thoughtful celebrity updates, be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss what's coming next.